don't want to go back to jail. Yeah, I mean, work. You won't get me there alive.
Welcome to the channel, Leadership with Mike. On this channel, I help new managers become more confident leaders, and I do this with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. Now, before we get into this video and why you do or do not want your staff coming back to work, make sure you've signed up to be notified when we open the doors to the No Nonsense Leadership Academy. In this membership, this 12-month membership, we deep dive for 40 to 60 minutes on one topic every month. And then we do live Q&As. You have 24/7 email access to me, which is huge value in my humble opinion. I like talking to me. But get in the description, sign up to be notified. Okay, listen, boss. We're now in that time of the world where we can open up the doors and welcome everybody with open arms back to the office. But did you pause for 1 second and ask, does anybody want to come back to the office? And these are questions that you need to ask before you open the office. Let me ask you this. Why do you want your team back in the office? Do you feel there's an absolute must that you have to get back into the office? Have you even talked to your members to see if that's what they want or they don't want? This is not I'm a leader, I need to bow down to the wants and needs of all of my staff, but it's you're a great leader. So you're going to get feedback and research and learn before you make a decision that can positively or negatively affect the performance of your team. Data shows that work performance has increased by 13% since we've been remote. In addition, 77% of remote workers say that their productivity has increased and they're able to get more work done. So make sure you know what you're asking for. Let's think about the benefits of why your team may want to come back. They may want to feel more like they're part of the team, part of the community. They want to be back with their team. They want to gain some more social. The social aspect of life has really changed. So you may have a lot of team members that they want to come back. They want to feel like they're part of something. They may like to work with groups. They may want to bounce ideas off of each other in real time, not having to schedule a Zoom call or whatever it might be. They may want to be able to just walk over to John's desk and say, bro, what is this? And they may also like the structure and the routine of going to work. That's one thing that I can say I don't miss going to work. I love and enjoy running this business, doing this YouTuber stuff, but the structure and the routine have definitely been an adjustment for me. And it may be something that your team wants to get back. They want to have that structure. But on the flip, they may want to stay home and work remotely because they want the flexibility. How amazing has it been to not have your half-hour break when everybody else is grabbing a coffee, but being able to run to the store or grab the kids and bring them home and not have to worry before or after. Like, how is this going to happen? Is traffic going to get in my way? Do I have to send my kids to the sitter? These are amazing perks that a lot of employers weren't able to take advantage of because perhaps just the framework, the mindset of letting people work remotely. But now we're doing it. So maybe there's a huge benefit to not bringing people back into work. And like I said, productivity and performance statistically has increased huge. So I want to ask you, how has your team been performing? How has the productivity been? Have you seen increases? Or even has it just maintained the same? If so, and people are happier, your team is more willing and able to help you, is that not a benefit in and of itself? Is that something that you want to jeopardize by decreasing any new increase or by making your team miserable because they're producing the same that you were okay with before? They're producing the same at home, but now you just want them in the office? A problem I think that we have is that the work week, as most of us know it, I know some of you work extra hard, but as the norm is that 40-hour work week, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And as a leader, as a manager, we've been able to, because you give me these many hours. And where I think we need to pivot is you get this pay because you produce these results. And that kind of ties into the gig economy. That kind of ties into online business, such as this channel and my membership, where I have to provide value in order for you to justify paying. So as employers, we need our employees to produce and be productive and provide a certain result, and that justifies the pay. Not that they've been a lump on a chair for 40 hours, so you give them a 40-hour paycheck. That is, I believe, a great mindset to shift, because now we figure out a way. I don't know what the way is, but we figure out a way to pay on value provided. Now, before you make the concrete decision of whether people must come back to work or not, I want you to take one of your one-on-one meetings, because I know you're doing them, but take one of the meetings and have a conversation with your team members individually. Ask them what they see the benefits of coming back to work are, what they see the benefits of staying at home or working remote is. You may be surprised. Maybe everybody's just dying to get back to the office. Maybe everybody's dying to stay home and they never want to step foot in it again. And maybe there's a beautiful balance that you can have a handful of people coming in once or twice a week, just so they stay connected with the team, so they get, you have that real in-time interactions. And then you let them go home and do their work. And maybe you have your team that just wants to be there every day. We can let them. We are leaders. We have the ability to make decisions that are best for the company, that are best for the team, and are best for ourselves and everybody's mental health. So this is your responsibility to make sure that you've had conversations. And then from there, you make the educated, the heartfelt decision as to what has to happen. I do want to warn you that if you force everybody back to work, that's your decision, that's your prerogative, that's fine. But understand that you may be losing people. And you can't turn around and say the great resignation has been a problem for you if you're forcing people to work in an office when they're doing just fine remotely, but you force them to come in, you might be forcing them away. Now, if you've been told to come back into work and you don't know why, that's because bosses keep secrets. No, they shouldn't, but they do. And in this video, I share 5 secrets that your boss is keeping from you, whether you like it or not. So I'm going to see you there. I'm going to get a little more coffee because I don't feel quite energetic enough, but I'll see you there. Ciao.